Ooh,
We back. We back. You feel me? We in here.
yeah.
Y'all missed us, right? Right? You was like, hello, we need to, you know what I'm saying? We done covered a variety of topics, and I know we ended last week talking about some sci-fi stuff, our ghost stories and aliens and all that. So we wanted to double back and bring that back to y'all. So have
Other
you
than,
ever like seen anything that you thought was like strange or m- maybe out of this world?
yeah, yeah. I know we'll get into the ghost thing. I'll let you go first on that one, but I did see a UFO. I
Uh,
feel like I was probably like 17. Oh, no, no, no. I had to have been like, because I got with Lynch when I was like 14. And I had to have been like 12. Huh?
no, I said I didn't know that y'all got together when you was that young.
Girl, I was 14. He was 28. 8 years older. My mom was not a happy person, but I mean, shit is what it is. She should try to hold on to me a little bit longer without all the dramatism. But no, yeah, no, I was like 12 years old, and I was with I had ran after, it was right after I had ran away the first time, I think it was, and I was staying with a friend, and we were in the Taco Bell drive-through, and they were ordering. I was sitting in the back seat, and it was my friend's mom driving, and my friend in the front seat who had, R.I.P. Tara Douglas. She passed away. I want to say her sister was in the back seat with me, but I don't remember. But I think she was. Anyways, like, yeah, all of a sudden, it's, they're ordering their food, and I'm sitting there in the back, and all of a sudden I glance up because I seen something out the corner of my eye. Girl, when I tell you this shit was the craziest shit, and I wasn't high, I wasn't on any drugs or nothing like that. I was a kid.
Yeah.
But look up at the sky, and I'm talking about, like, what is that, Independence Day or something, where, like,
Mm,
like, it looked like, so like a whole entire, like, huge part of the sky, like it was so big, and it was like light, 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 like it was a triangle of lights in a humongous, like, circular thing that covered up like a quarter of this. It was so close, it was so, like, hovering over us,
right.
and it was like so big, like you couldn't, like, it was like that movie. But like, okay, so I was like, oh my god, you guys see that? Like, and I'm telling them, look, do you see that? And all of a sudden, when I go back up to look, like 2 seconds later, girl, that shit was way across the sky, like this little, like that little. It was so tiny, way the fuck over there. Like, it was shot over there in a split second, like that, so quick. I was like, that is definitely a UFO. There's no way any plane, bird, like weird shit. It was humongous. And then, like, yeah, that was definitely a UFO. Like, people are like, you crazy? Like, no, but I've, like, even, like, when I watch things about other people seeing like UFOs and stuff like that, they kind of describe it the same way, and even the description that I could draw it out or paint it out, whatever. But it's like the same exact description. I
Yeah.
never ran into no alien or nothing like that, because I'm telling you, that'd have been a book, like, for real.
I
But yeah, yeah,
are
yeah.
more susceptible to it, or people probably could see
I
things that
guess.
other people can't see. I think, like, you know what I mean?
I don't
Because
know.
that.
All I know is that I never even, I never seen a ghost or anything like that before that happened.
Hmm.
Like anything, I never seen nothing crazy, like, but until that was the only time. And still, pray, God forbid, I don't ever want to see no shit again. But I wouldn't mind seeing a UFO, but
Oh
just I don't want to run into no aliens and shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone,
yeah,
please.
they definitely outside. They outside. I think I seen it's been a few instances. I seen once. This was actually a few years ago because I always just sit out and like look at the sky, especially at night. I love it, so I'll just be looking up like. And I seen like it was like a light though, and it just zoomed real fast, and then it went up, and then it like disappeared within these other lights, and I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
okay, like I don't even be telling people because I'm like I know people, people be like, yeah, right, or they'll be like it's SpaceX, or anytime I've ever seen somebody post something about something like that, people get on there and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
this, oh, it was that." Well, that's what they want us to think. And who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
SpaceX. I think Elon Musk is an alien.
I mean, I something,
I think
something.
he's an alien.
I'm telling you, I don't know how you know what I'm saying. Like you're not putting no chip in me. I think that man, fuck, I don't like that guy. I'm
Yeah,
not a fan of him.
I
He
think.
probably is an alien amongst some other shit.
Yeah, yeah, I think he is. I think that they did definitely walk amongst us. I think
Yeah,
that um because when you go back in history and you look at all type of different uh ancient societies and all these different people, they all, you look at the hieroglyphs and all that, they have people in spaceships and stuff, and all that
that's
stuff.
true.
Different religions, different, it's like everywhere. So I'm like, I mean, I just don't think that we're just Earth and the whole galaxy and universe, even the part we don't know about. There's no other living nothing out there. We just the only motherfuckers. I just don't think that.
Yeah,
I don't.
no, me either.
I don't think.
As a matter of fact, I know for a fucking fact we ain't because I seen the shit. Like like
Yeah.
straight up.
Damn, she seen us. We
I
got.
don't know what was in that damn thing, but it probably wasn't no regular ass people just rolling around in that big ass thing. Like I can promise you, Frank, like bet that at least,
And I think it was like a couple of years ago in Vegas where they had them people was saying that them aliens was in their backyard and it was a whole big old thing, and
I saw that. That
yeah.
shit was scary
Mm-hmm.
because they actually shown a picture, like a video footage of like that shit was scary. That would have scared the fuck out of me. Like
And then
I would have shit myself.
people online, they going zooming in, doing infrared stuff and all. Yeah, I was like, so I stopped
Yeah.
watching. I was like, I don't, I don't know. I think if I seen an alien, I would just be like, what's
Girl,
happening? I don't really know what I would do because I think I might be part alien. Y'all left me.
shit. I don't know, but I tell you right now, if I seen an alien, it didn't scare me when I seen that UFO, but it really tripped me out. I was like, that is some crazy shit. Like whoever just sees some shit, like what the fuck is that? Like
Yeah.
that was my thought. Like what the fuck is that?
Okay.
And that's before like aliens and shit was really, I was young, like so it wasn't, really talked about and stuff like that. But man, if I seen a fucking alien
Yeah.
walking around this, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Like I would freak the fuck out. I'd be running like fast forward in this bitch, like
Okay. That's like I was saying, all the dreams that I've had where there's been like this war going on and all this stuff, I would stop because I would be like, the aliens ain't tripping off you for some reason. I'm out there,
yeah.
and then I was like, they're not tripping off of me, like, and for some reason, I think I said before, like a lot of my dreams end up happening, So I hope
Yeah.
this alien I be dreaming about ain't gonna happen, but I think it probably already is. Um,
Yeah.
because I definitely think that there's things that the government, of course, hides from us. Like I don't think we went to the
Hell
moon.
yeah.
Because if we went to the moon,
Yeah, like COVID.
hell, we went back. Went to the
Did
moon.
you ever get COVID?
Huh?
Did you ever get COVID?
I did. Yeah, I
Did
did.
you?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was like
Did you
a
get the
flu, but it was kind of like a weird extra feeling to it. Like my body was
Oh no.
tingling, and I don't know. It was
Oh wow.
outside of like the flu things you have when you have the flu. It was like just a tingle thing going on.
You didn't lose your taste and smell and stuff like that?
No. So I guess I didn't
My
have.
daughter did.
Oh,
Yeah, I never got it, girl. I never got that shit. I wasn't about to get that shot. I
yeah,
almost
me
lost my
either.
job because of it, but I was like, I'm not taking that fucking shot. You might as well fire me because until you can tell me where the fuck that COVID shit came from and how that happened,
Yeah,
then
just shit they
you know
made
what I
up.
mean? Because that whole shit was like a whole weird shit. Not like
Hmm.
somebody made that. Somebody made that shit. And it was right around the election too. I was like, that shit is made up. There's some weird shit going on. And
And
I
they,
was like, until you can explain that to me,
yeah,
I ain't getting nobody's shot. But I
yeah.
did get a card from a homie of mine saying that I got the shot. So I still
Okay.
have that in case I need
Yeah,
to have the shot.
I was supposed to do it. They was like, "You gonna get the shot?" No, I'm not.
No.
Peace.
Hell no. Lost a role and everything. Fuck that.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah, no.
crazy. And even with the stuff that's going on now, like with the Epstein stuff, and when they're pulling up all
Yeah.
the files, and he's talking about, you know, stuff like that, like biochemical warfare and how to get rid of the poor people and all these. It's just crazy because
Yeah.
things that we think, and we think, oh, that's crazy. That can't happen. That can't be going on. It's probably going
Wow.
on. It has been, like they've been
Uh-huh.
experimenting on us from day one, like the elites.
Yeah. What's
Yep.
that president? The dude just like he was running for president for 2 seconds and then he started working for Trump, but he's like the nephew of one of the older presidents.
JFK,
Which
RFK.
yeah, yeah. I think it was Kennedy, but the nephew, whoever that, and he got his voice is all fucked up.
Yeah.
I met him.
Uh-huh.
I met him through my job. Like we did this convention or whatever, and he was a
Uh-huh.
speaker there. And so I even got some pictures. I'll have to send them so you can flash them.
Put him in there.
But yeah, I met him, and he wrote a book about all that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's hella interesting. I should read that. Like all the conspiracies and shit. He must know about because
Yeah.
he's like in that sort of
Kennedy.
industry or whatever. So he probably
Yeah.
knows about some shit. Yeah, but he was writing books about like COVID, all that.
I seen a clip of him the other day, and he was like, he's said, I forgot what he was saying, but he was like, I used to snort cocaine off the toilet. I was like, but
Damn.
a lot of them probably did. You know what I'm saying? He said
I think so.
he used to do. Like, y'all playing games.
Biden sure the fuck did.
Okay.
No, or at least his
I
son.
think maybe Biden might be a clone. I think
Yeah, he's
you're
something, man. He's something else.
uh-huh.
He was a trip to me. I was like, man, I cannot believe this Joker is our president right now. I
Yeah.
mean, but hey, I couldn't believe Arnold Schwarzenegger was the fucking governor of California. I was like, the dude is a fucking murderer. How can you trust him?
Yeah.
Like, he isn't even like I didn't like him. I was like,
Terminate.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But for uh what's it called? Um Hollywood or star power you have is it's easier to get it because I had kind of posted like a few years ago, like I'm gonna run for mayor, and it was so many people like, "Oh, I'll vote for you." I don't know shit about politics, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to
Right?
vote for me, probably
Don't have to.
I got a good heart and all that. I would do what's right. But what if I was just
Yeah.
crazy and y'all just be voting for me because I'm marvelous?
Right. Hey, look, when they brought up I think it was when they were doing because last year was the first time I ever last whatever presidency was the first time I ever voted in my life. I never voted because if I don't know enough about it and
uh-huh.
enough about like politics for me to get out there and vote. Like, yeah, I get it. It's important for everybody to, vote this, that, and the other. But until I know enough about somebody, like
Yeah,
I'm just not doing it. I don't want you're
yeah,
not gonna come say shit to me when whoever it is. But yeah, I was like, if nothing else, I vote for Kanye, and you'd see where that would have all went.
mhm.
Would have been like, but hey, shit. I guess anybody can run for president. Your dog over there probably do a good job.
Right? Big Draco, man. Big Draco for
you
president.
know,
Dang. Yeah.
shit. I trust him more than I trust these cats these days.
Yeah,
Shit.
because it's all about power and it's all about, and I'm
Yeah.
not Democrat or Republican. I think that
Neither am I.
all under
I
the
don't.
same umbrella, and it's fashioned in a way that keeps us the regular people fighting and arguing like the movie 300. I always say that when they say, "Are you not entertained?" They keeping us entertained. They're keeping us
Yeah,
fighting.
for
While the
real.
rich, I'm talking about rich. I ain't talking about people that got $1 million. I'm talking about the rich are getting richer,
Yeah.
and they keep us going
Damn.
at each other. You know what I'm saying? In
Yep.
order to
Yep.
keep the circus going. So we not even really
Yeah.
tripping off what they doing, what they really doing. We tripping off arguing with each other and saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
this."
Yeah. I think all that shit is planned. To
Mm,
be honest with you,
yeah,
it's just this world is crazy now. It's hard to trust anything or anyone nowadays. AI is running everything, like,
yeah,
you know, which I kind of appreciate, but at the same time, you don't really know what's real and what's not real anymore. It's kind of like, where is this world really going? And, So I heard you like I saw some ghosts. What happened with that? Like, give me a story here, girl. I believe in them. Like, I truly do. I'm just grateful that I've actually never actually seen an actual real ghost. Like a person or some weird shit. But yeah, let me know.
I've never
Let us
actually
all know.
like a person like standing there that
Uh-huh.
my sister has, but I haven't.
Mhm.
I see
Yeah.
shadows. Like I'd be like, what the fuck was that? Ain't nobody here with me. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I'm not, I'm
Yeah.
not high. I'm not, this is a fucking
Mhm.
shadow. And then I felt like maybe like a week ago, I was sleeping in my bed. My dog got his own bed, so he sleep on his bed. And I jumped up out of my sleep because I like felt somebody, it felt like something squeezed my foot. So I jumped up out of
Oh,
my
God.
sleep, and this was literally last week. And I looked over because I'm like, you know, I looked over to see where my dog was, but even if he wasn't on his bed, he wouldn't squeeze my fucking feet. Like he don't got fingers.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, but I've always seen like shadows and
Then,
been able
yeah.
to feel like, like something's here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
luckily
That sixth sense kind of thing.
it hasn't been to where I was scared. Um
Mm-hmm.
I even
Mm.
had like I was going to sleep maybe like a few months ago. I wasn't asleep, but I just closed my eyes and I kept seeing this vision of this thing, right? And so I was talking to one of my friends and he was telling me this story about what he had going on and he was like telling me and I was like, "Well, what did it look like?" Now in my mind, before prior to talking to him, in my mind, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, if I ever tell anybody the story about this vision I seen when I closed my eyes, I'm gonna say that the thing looked like Predator. I
Wow.
said, that's what I'm gonna say. So he's telling me his story. This is after he's telling me his story, and he's like, "Oh yeah," blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, "What did it look like?" And he was like, "It looked like Predator." And I was like, "I know
Oh,
you
wow.
fucking lying." Then I was mad because I was mad because I didn't say it first. Because I was
Yeah, that's
like, Mom, you can
crazy.
say I had a vision, but I didn't do that. And so I was irritated because I'm like, damn, I hope he believes me when I tell him that I was having this vision about seeing something that looked, I don't know. I just think that I was blessed with this like extra vision, but I want
Yeah,
the
like a
vision
sixth sense.
to show me $50 million. Show me that vision.
Something like that, yeah. And then let me know where my part of that is over here on the East Coast.
Right. Because girl, don't get it
That's
twisted.
wild.
We all go
Yeah.
period. But yeah, I think
And
that
don't let me wake up and it not be there either, because that's not
okay.
that's not funny.
Right. I've never had a dream that I like won hella money or nothing like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
uh,
I have
where's
so
that
many
part?
times, but
Really?
I never won it. I always found it, which
Oh
that makes me mad.
yeah.
Like I guess I need to start looking more or something. Go deep diving in the ocean and see if I can't find some old treasure.
I was just watching this a crime doc yesterday about there was this guy, I think his last name was Finn, but he had like this treasure thing going on where he had hid some gold and girl, it was like hella people looking for it. And like
I heard
five people
I th-
died looking for that treasure.
I
Hmm.
seen that. That was good though. I'd have been one of them ones, man. On there, he was an old ass man, and then there was this one lady that was like became his best friend. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you're really okay. We know what you're doing,
I
cheating ass bitch.
watched that yesterday. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, they tried to stop him from doing it and shit. That was wild.
Yeah, people was
Yeah, that was pretty good.
risking their lives. Like, I'm getting this treasure chest. But I guess somebody ultimately ended up finding it. Then they didn't believe that, they was like, oh, you told them where it was or whatever. But who knows? I think
Yeah,
the guy ended up passing away though, ultimately. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so speaking of ghosts, like, yeah, that One More Pound of Smoke Lynch did the video out on Alcatraz.
Oh
We
yeah.
spent 3 days out there,
Hmm.
and 3 days on was it 3 days? No, 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 I'm sorry. We spent one night, but we were recording the whole time. Like, was a day, like a 2 day, one night. I think we were sleeping on like we were in the jail. We were sleeping on like all the like I don't know, tables in the little cafeteria area or whatever. I
Ooh,
remember the
I would have been
in
scared.
the movie
Mm-hmm.
in the what was it, The Rock or whatever Alcatraz that movie that was, where they open up the cellar door on the ground and there was a bunch of rats that crawled out. That shit is real. We did that and those rats came out. That shit was creepy. But I just remembered, like, first of all, we heard so much shit. Like you would hear like all the doors were solid shit, like like sealed open. You
Mm-hmm.
couldn't close them, you couldn't move them, but you would hear doors opening and closing, like them cell doors, and you would hear like chains rattling, stuff like that. So I heard a lot of stuff, but also like it was one that I think the last day that we were there, or one of the days we were there, Lynch and them were playing like, handball on the wall, just pretending to play. There was no real ball, but they were pretending to play handball on the wall and shit. And then when we look back on that footage, after, because they were recording everything. So
Uh-huh.
when we look back on that footage, there was an actual ball coming off of a tennis ball, like a green tennis ball coming off of his hand to the wall back to his hand. So he was really playing, handball, but just there was no ball. But in the video footage, that like it's the extra footage, there was a ball. That shit was crazy. I was like, all right, okay, I believe in ghosts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Leave me alone.
Just don't.
But
I
that shit was
think
crazy.
when we pass away, our spirit, it's crazy because I don't know. It's just crazy. As a kid, I used to always wonder, like, where did this motherfucker go? Where are
Yeah,
they when they die? Like, I just never thought that was it. Like, you just die
man.
because we have our energy, our spirits are energy. So
Mhm.
I definitely
I don't know.
think that it 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 it
Yeah,
it stays with us, uh, just based off the oneness that everything, like, nature and people, even animals, and it's like
yeah,
a oneness that makes everything coexist and just keep going and keep going and keep going. But
yeah.
so I used to be like, dang, when we die, where do we go? Like, you mean to tell me my spirit dies too?
I know that's a trip to think about that. Like
Mhm.
it's all like an energy that's all like connected in some way, shape, or form. But I believe that like I've been well, and I've heard that like when some people, like if you die in a rough way, sort of like in a tragic way or something like that, sometimes it takes a while for your spirit to actually like
Crossover.
go to the next world or whatever, go to heaven, like so you'll stay around for a while until you're, I don't know, at peace, something. I don't know, however that works out, but like
Yeah.
there's something like that, I think, and I don't know how real it is. I mean, who knows? You have to actually die and be able to come back and talk
Find
about
out.
it.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I do believe though. I've read a lot of stories. I'm super interested in like near death experiences. That interests
Yeah.
me. It's
I've watched
intriguing because yeah, because I've heard a lot of different stories, but a lot of them match, and they're kind of the same. As where like I say I died and I seen this white robed figure, that's all light and loving, like Jesus or whatever, stuff like that. And then there's other ones where it's like, yeah, I went down to the dark area and there was a lot of like, but it's a trip to watch those things, and it's
Yeah.
almost motivational or inspirational to know that you're going somewhere. There's still like something left after you die. There's still somewhere or something, that you go to and you do or whatever.
And then
But yeah, I just
I think our kids like keep it like going, like the lineage and the because I know, like, for me and Lil Marv, like, we have such a strong connection and a strong bond.
mhm.
Like, we done had this a dream about the same person on the same night, and it's not a
Oh
person
wow.
we talk to or we, or nothing like that. It ain't just a regular person. Somebody we had a dream about. It was a random person that we just knew throughout it.
That's
We're like,
crazy.
and yeah, and I can always feel like
I
I'll jump
mean,
up out of my sleep and in the middle of the night, and then end up, or she'll call me, or I'll end up calling her, and something will be going on. So I definitely think that our spirits are connected to our kids, and so when we go on,
Wow.
it kind of keeps going.
Yeah, mine. I feel like me and Destiny are like that as well, but no, never dreamed of. That's ironic.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
my mom, I dreamed of. I was like, what? I'm talking about a
Mm-mm.
random person. This ain't like some family member that we see all the nothing like that. It was just a random person.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's super wild. My little glasses were fogging up, girl. It's hot as balls up in this room right now. Yeah, I was tired. Lynch. It's funny because Lynch sent me a I was just talking to him a little bit ago,
Uh-huh.
or texting with him, and he sent me this like like a TikTok
Uh-huh.
where, I know this is totally off subject, but he sent me a TikTok where somebody was busting my rhyme. You know how they do those, like, where they'll listen to a song and they'll be able to bust your song or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a replica, whatever you want to call that shit. But the low to the brain verse that I do, there's zillions and zillions out there. And he
Yeah.
showed me this one. He
That.
was like, I sent this to you to motivate you and get you, um, hyped up or whatever. And I was like, man, there's so many of those things out there. Who's
Yeah.
fucking getting paid for that? Like, I want to
Right.
know how am
Money.
I getting paid for that?
Money. What ultimately ended? I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but what ultimately ended you guys' relationship, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, no, it's all in my book, so it's open. It's open. Yeah, we were starting to grow apart. You know what I mean? Like, we had been together 16 years, and I think about 7 years prior to the 16 years, we just started growing apart. Like, he had done his fair share of cheating. He'll deny it to the death, but he did. I mean, he actually has a kid that was somehow, magically appeared, and
Oh.
I didn't find out about the kid, but the kid was born sometime in the middle of, like, when we were together. But anyways, and the kid looks just like him.
Mm,
But yeah, so he did his fair share of cheating. It was, and not only that, like, I feel like that was the most of it. That was the biggest reason why I just,
mhm.
and then it was just so much that I had been through. I had my kids, I got really tired of always getting shot at, just in the
Oh
wrong
yeah,
place at the wrong time,
I can dig that.
and I really, yeah. So it not only did, I mean, obviously, like, it was mostly the cheating and the a lot of mental, like, abuse, would I say, because, or should I say, because, like, the reason I dressed like a boy so much when I was younger is because he all hey, you look like a hoe. I'd have on some jeans and a fucking tank top. You look like a hoe. You ain't going anywhere like that. You ain't going to see Tech Nine. I ain't taking you, with me to go into Tech Nine show. If you're gonna wear that, this, that, and the other. I'm like, so it was just so much of that. Like, it was mentally draining. And I mean, eventually, like, I was such a kid when I first got with him, but when I grew up a little bit, and eventually I just got to the point where I was like, I just can't, I'm not happy. I'm not able to do this anymore, like, and so, I had let him know, like, several times, I'm not happy here. The only reason I'm here is for my kids. That's it, so that they have a somewhat stable environment still. And then eventually, like, that wasn't even stable. So it got to a point to where I was like, I'm done. The last straw was, uh I think it was not too long after we did that Snoop Dogg visit,
Oh yeah.
and everybody, yeah, all of our mutual friends were kind of talking, and we were kind of broken up on and off, like, but we're still, like, messing with each other a little bit here and there. Maybe we were still even living together, I think. But yeah, we did a show, a tour, and he was messing with some other girl, and a couple of his friends were telling me about it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. But he actually, like, stayed in a whole different hotel than us that time, and everything, and I was like, okay, there's a reason for that. Like, so I knew at that point, like, it was just done. And when I seen her and found out, and that's his wife, Lauren, now,
Oh,
so when I found out about her, there's so many different times that me and her were gonna fight, like, but eventually, Liz, I was way older than her, and she was like so much younger, and I was like, you know what, I ain't got the time for you. I remember times where, like, like I would come over and she'd be hiding behind the garbage can. And I'm like, girl, but because I threatened to fight her, like I hated her, to be honest with you, at first, like I couldn't stand her,
Yeah.
and she couldn't stand me, like, but
Yeah.
eventually she got to a point to where she'd call me, like we were broke up by this time, she'd call me asking for advice, like, how'd you ever deal with it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, you decided that you wanted to break up a family, and you made your bed. Now it's time for you to lay in it.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I ain't got no advice for you. You see, I'm not there anymore, right? I left. There's a reason for that. But
Right.
yeah, no, just, yeah, that's about it, and when I did leave, I sort of like and I know I not only left him, but I left my entire music industry. All of our mutual friends that I considered family turned against me. They were like, her best friend now, and I no longer existed. It hurt me to the core. Like it hurt to the core, like devastated me, because everything and everyone I knew disappeared with him when I left, and I had every right to leave.
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking everyone, and they'll deny it, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So I just had, I wrapped it up, took my kids, and moved into my own place, and just kind of, started fading out of the picture. But what really sucks about it is all of my music ended up, like, me being having all the, musical hookups and stuff like that I had when I was with him. All this, I could go to a studio at any time for free, just sit in the studio all day, 2 days in or whatever, not pay nothing, and just vibe and write your own music in the lab. All that stuff went along with it. So that's kind of why I don't do as much music anymore either, because when I moved out here to the East Coast, I don't have that. And nobody hardly knows me. I mean, I do have studios, but I pay for that studio time every single time. I had a few people where I was friends, and cool with, but it's nothing like, and you don't have the motivation, like everybody was it was just so motivating, where everyone is doing music, and it was just it was your life. It's not my life anymore, like I left that behind when I left him. But like I said, I had to. My kids were, like I told you guys about the home invasion, and it was just too much, danger for them and for me. I had been through enough. So
So
that's that.
totally understandable. Totally understandable for sure.
Yeah, y'all. So,
Y'all gotta
to
get
all
the
of
book.
y'all out there that wonder about that, that would be it. And that's extreme detail right there. I don't even think I explained it that good in the book, really.
Okay. So for the people that want to know, that's what it is. And it's stuff I didn't even know. Like I didn't know that you guys got together when you were so young. You know what I'm saying? When you was a kid, basically. I knew when you was so young. When
Yeah,
you
I
was
was a
a kid,
baby.
I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit, when we broke up, Lauren was 17 and he was 37. I was like, damn, you really are you like him young, don't you? Shit, she was just a baby, So yeah, it is what it is. People like what they like, and they do what they do, and we just learn what we learn from it, and we grow, or we don't, and we just be the victim for the rest of our lives. Like, but I choose not to do that.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my little heart hurts for you. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all. We just
Yeah. The
want to
thing is
slide
I
through.
obviously I
I
think,
I ain't
huh?
gonna cry. So we just want to slide through and give you guys a little brief
Yeah.
synopsis of the ghost stories and the alien stories. And then we added some extra to let you guys know the history of Zigzag and you know what I'm saying
And then for the lunch.
with Brother Lynch hung me, which I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, surprise, motherfucker. But that's history is history and it
That's
can't
what we do over here in the Marvin and on the Zag and Marv show.
good stuff.
We get personal
What?
and deep and real.
Yes, yes.
Huh?
No, I was saying yes. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know, so now I know.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm
Yep.
watching the
We get
Marv And
down.
Zagg show too. I'm like, oh really? But yeah,
Yeah.
really appreciate you sharing that with me and also sharing it with the people
Yeah.
because
Of
you go through
course.
life and you, you make music and people love you and they praise you and they all this and that and they don't really know what you've been through in life. So it's nice to be able to understand
Yeah.
somebody's story. You know what I mean? Like for me,
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson, I always wanted to know what are you doing, Michael Jackson? What was you doing when you was 10? What did you say?
Fuck
And so
yeah. I would
yeah,
love to. I'd love to
love
know.
the mystique behind him, but it's cool to be able to get a better understanding of a person, especially where
Yeah.
we're at now, like the age we at now, like it's
Yeah.
a lot of crazy stuff. So I appreciate you
And
sharing.
just to know that we're real people too. You know what I mean? We're real just like you guys. We cry. You know, we're the same. We make mistakes and we learn from them and we get
Yes,
all the shit that everybody else, goes through. We do too.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, ma'am. But
Now,
yeah, we
next episode, we having a guest on. You can
oh
guess
yay.
who the guest gonna be, but we having a guest on the next episode. And
Yep, so
I'm
stay
seeing
tuned. Stay
how
tuned.
y'all been subscribing. I've been watching. Them subscriptions is going up. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate
Yay.
that.
Much love to y'all.
And if you want to know
Yeah.
more about Zigzag in her life, you can go get her book. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pop it up on here on the screen, you feel me?
Into the
Go get her.
storm
Yes.
from the ultimate ziggity.
And also, girl, you got some cold
You
paintings.
got some what?
I said you got some cold paintings that
Oh,
let
I do. Yeah, yeah.
oh my God. That was so dope.
Thank you.
I love the abstract um type of
Oh, the
paintings.
brown, the
Mm-hmm.
earth tones.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm Earth sign, so
my
I love the
soon-to-be
Earth.
daughter-in-law asked me for
Oh,
those.
yeah, that was so dope. And the other ones you do
Thank
too,
you.
but Earth Tony abstract type
Yeah,
person.
yeah. I am too, to be honest with you. When it comes down to my house, those are the colors that I want my house, like with a
Yeah.
bunch of plants, just
Mm,
doing it like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I paint. I do it. I started in 2020 when everybody was like, you can't go outside
Right.
because you might get
Okay.
sick.
Now you know what's crazy? Now that I've been going out
uh,
to the store when I go, people are back wearing their masks now. So I don't know
I
what's going
know. I'm like, take that shit off. You know that shit didn't help in the
on.
first
Oh yeah,
place.
you making me nervous. But yeah,
Hey,
people.
what cracks me up is when you're sitting there wearing a mask. For all y'all weirdos that sit there and wear the mask in your car by yourself, like, can you
By
just please
yourself,
explain that to me?
okay?
Comment down below and let me know why it is that you wear a mask in the car by yourself when you can't possibly be breathing anything in or out,
They
Ain't
don't
nobody
stealth,
contagious in that car but you.
okay?
I mean, do you
Ooh,
have fucked up teeth? Because if that's the case, then I get it. 100%.
okay.
Wear that fucking mask, put it back on. But if you don't, like, why are you really wearing a mask? You got some herpes on your lip? Like, to me, you hiding some shit. That's
And
what I'm
yeah,
thinking.
solo bolo.
That's for real. Anyways, you know what? Thank you guys for tuning in once again. The Marv and Zag show. I think that's the first time I ever said it without saying it backwards.
It
But
don't
the Marv and Zag show, make sure you keep on
zag Marv
subscribing.
show. The zag. Oh, it don't matter which way you say it. We in this motherfucker.
Right?
Salute to my sis. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for hitting me and saying, "Hey, Mar." You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh yeah, most def.
let's go.
Most def. We gotta hold each
So
other up. You
sometimes
know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
going to my little
you've been
zone.
through a lot.
Fuck all this shit. So I
I
appreciate that.
know.
That's
I
okay.
get it. Trust
Friends
me. I get
people
it.
need friends that's gonna hit you and be like, "Let's go."
That's right. That's right. Got to hold each other up in this world. Otherwise, we will fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you heard the girl. Next week, our next episode is going to be a special guest. Can't tell you who. That's comment down below and take your guess. It could be anybody. You never know. And just keep continuing to support and leave your suggestions, comments, all the
Yes.
shit.
Every, about
Shouts out
everything.
to shouts out to low key once again. I know I shot it. I take that back. I already gave you a shout out. Shit. Shouts out to COS. Fuck it.
Yes. And
COS in the house. And Tech Nine. I know you ain't watching, bro, but shit, still. Fuck that.
come on. No, I'm just kidding. And Sideways TV and everybody that taps in and puts their content on marvelous.tv.com. I love you guys.
Yes, man.
Your content on marvelous.tv.com.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Um, we also have some promotional specials going on. You know what I'm saying? If you want a verse from Marv and
Right.
Zagg, you feel me?
Yup.
Double dose of dopeness since y'all always think we the same person anyway.
I know, right?
We are. I'm the black version. She the white version.
And for all of y'all that keep on suggesting us do a song together, we've got that already in the works. It's
Yes, and
already on the roster, but we're too busy making these shows right now. Yes, we will be making a song together. It's going to be maybe, hopefully, like the theme song of this show.
yeah,
Keep y'all
there you
interested.
go. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Once again, keep subscribing, liking, commenting, and so your suggestions mean everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and don't forget to watch the next episode of the Marv and Zag show.
So
Whoa, whoa.
we love y'all. Thank you. Like she said, any suggestions, all that, tap in. We may do it, we may not. But we appreciate all the feedback and everything, all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the love. You understand?